Welcome in. Hello, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we are going to be talking all about how to become a notary in Alabama. All right, so let's go ahead and come over here. If you are in here on this live stream, just let me know that you're here, where you're from. And if you are here on the replay, I'd also like to know a little bit about you, who you are, and where you're from. So today is our series in how to become a notary. We are starting with the first state in alphabetical order, Alabama. So we're going to go ahead and get started. There will be a Q&A session after this so that we can get a little bit of those questions answered for anyone that has anything specific that they'd like for me to answer. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. How to become a Notary Public, Alabama. Very simple process, you guys. However, sometimes I know that things seem overwhelming for things that we don't know how to do, or, that we just never have dived in or delved in. So it's a pretty straightforward process, pretty easy. So let's go through it together. Your role as a notary public is that you are an official authorized by the state. So you are officially official. You are a state representative to perform specific legal duties, primarily to prevent fraud. All right. In any real estate transaction, you'll need a notary. In any type of, when there's bill of sale, any legal documents, adoption, things like that. They want to make sure you are who you say you are. And so that requires a notary. The code there in the handbook is down below if you would like to reference that. Our duties as notary public are not different according to the states. It's the same here as it is in Texas, as it is in California, as it is in Georgia. Okay. Our duties are to verify the identities of our signers, administer oaths and affirmations, and then witness and authenticate signatures on documents. Those are our main roles as a notary public. We have other ones, but those are the general three that you will see and be asked to do. Hello, guys from Florida. I see you, Washington, Alabama. I see you guys from other states coming in. If you are looking for your state, don't worry. We'll get to yours another day. But today we're focusing on Alabama. Requirements to become a notary in Alabama. You must be 18 years old, be a resident of the county in which you're seeking appointment, and you must have no felony convictions involving moral turpitude. You also must not be currently a debtor in a bankruptcy proceeding. All right. So if you're currently in any litigation or anything for bankruptcy, then they may deny your application for that until it's resolved. Again, you can refer to this in your state handbook as I've referenced down below. Let's see, 2023 is when this new law came into action, which is training. Okay. So both new and renewing notaries must complete a pre-commission training program prepared by the Alabama Probate Judges Association and the Alabama State Law. Source for that is this code I put at the bottom. Guys, don't be worried. The test is super easy, so super easy that I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. It is basically an overview of your duties and some of the common knowledge. But when you get to your probate and your judge website, it will have this information for you. Let's go ahead and put that one to the stage so you guys can see. When you log in to do your training course, these are the modules that you'll come across. Introduction, the notary process, special considerations, additional considerations, and example acknowledgments, and that is it. Do not worry about this course. It is very easy. It is very doable. Don't let this be the reason why you don't become a notary public in Alabama. All right, let's get back to this session here. Instructions to apply for your commission. Guys, this is going to be as easy as ever. If you are in a state, especially that doesn't require you to take an exam, the process is generally the same. Alabama is slightly different because you do have to get your notary commission sent to you from the probate department. All right, so step one, get the application. You're going to visit your county probate office or check their website for the Notary Public application form. You're going to find your local probate office on the Alabama Secretary of State website. It's going to look like this, my friends, okay? This state, Alabama, is a little different from other states. You can't just go to like the Secretary of State and apply. You do have to go through your county. So when you go on the Secretary of State website, click the button that says Find Your County. And once you click here, each of these counties are clickable, and it will take you to that probate officer's website specifically, and it will tell you exactly what to do to apply in that county. It'll give you the application, and it'll give you the same link here to take the course for so that you can become a notary. Not hard at all. Okay, once you have found that website and you download the application, you're going to pay the application fee, $10. After that, I would recommend calling ahead to confirm the exact amount, because things change. You may be listening to this training today in 2025, and then if you come back, for those of you that are finding me maybe in 2026, the law could have changed and the fee could be $15. So it's always best practice to confirm the things that you hear and learn, and look at that information for yourself. So go to the Secretary of State website, find your probate office website, and see exactly the fee. It will tell you. I did check around to make sure and ask our Alabama notaries in our community, and in fact, it is still $10. Next, you're going to complete the required training, which we talked about on the previous slide. Enroll in and complete the pre-commission training program to meet the new state requirement. I say new because it is under 5 years old. Like I said, this requirement happened in 2023. All right, once you take this course here, it's time to move on to get your bond. A surety bond required amount is $50,000. Be mindful that a bond is not the same as errors and omissions insurance or insurance for your business. A bond is there to protect the public against errors that you may make as a notary public. All right, if you were to get insurance, errors and omissions insurance, business insurance, that will cover you as a notary and your business. All right. Bond is for the client and customer. Insurance is for you, the notary business owner. You're going to need a $50,000 bond. You're going to purchase that through any insurance agency that you can find. Guys, there's insurance agencies everywhere. Here in Texas, my students, I just quickly do it online and get their bond paper to them within like 10 minutes after they reach out to me to apply. You can do the same. You can go to companies like Notary Rotary. The National Notary Association has a bonding company where they bond all of their notary applicants themselves. It's a really simple process. You just have to apply. All right, let's keep it moving. Next, you're going to submit that application and bond, hand deliver it or mail it to your county probate office. Again, you find where that county probate office, according to the state's website, the Secretary of State website. Once you receive your commission certificate, and once it's approved, you'll officially be commissioned as a notary public. Yay! Cue all of the celebrations and the claps, right? Simple process. After that, once you're officially a commissioned notary, not a certified notary, you're a commissioned notary. Use the correct verbiage when we're speaking about ourselves now. You're going to purchase supplies that you need in order to run your business. So the minimal amount of supplies that you need, obviously, you're going to need to order your notary stamp or seal. That must include your name, your county, and commission expiration date. Then it's recommended that you get a notary journal, which is essential for record keeping. Now, do understand that it's not legal, not legally required in Alabama, but strongly recommended. If you've taken any of our previous trainings, I talk about how even though it's not required, it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Okay. You want to protect yourself. You want to have good records. You want to keep your bookkeeping in order. You want to stay compliant. So go ahead and take heed to the recommendations that myself and other notary training individuals are telling you when we say go ahead and get a notary journal. The fees that you're allowed to accept in Alabama, maximum fees are acknowledgments, jurats, oaths, affirmations. You can charge $10 per notarial act. Additional fees, if allowed, which are travel fees. This can be negotiable, but I would disclose it on their with the client in advance so there are no surprises. My rule of thumb for, at least for my students, is always be transparent with prices. Don't try to trick your client. And when they're on their website, it shows one fee, but when you show up, you've got all these other extra little fees. That's just not good business. And we want to get that good review. We want to be, we want them to refer us to their other friends, family, clients. Okay. So they feel like we're trustworthy. So always be transparent with your prices. You can charge technology fees if you offer RON services. I would again check Alabama's guidelines on that. And then the pro tip for this is to always provide clients with a receipt for any fees charged. This not only gives an understanding to you and your client, but also protects you if there were any reason why you would be going to court for anything. You have a documentation of exactly what you charge that client for notarization and or travel fee. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Here is the fee in the receipt right here, and the client agreed to it because they paid it. Okay. So protect yourself at all times and give your client a receipt with those fees on it. Frequently asked questions about being an Alabama notary. How long is the commission valid? 4 years. So once you get your commission, it's going to be for 4 years, you're good to go. I would say I would look again on the website to see how early you can renew. But as soon as that time comes into play, go ahead and renew, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time, holidays, it might be slow in order to get your commission renewed. I have talked to a few notaries where they didn't know the process took longer than it was going to take. So they were out of commission for about 3 weeks because they waited too long to renew their commission. Can I notarize for family members? It's not illegal, but highly discouraged due to potential conflict of interest. And so, yes, they can do it, but again, we don't recommend it. If you do it, make sure you're not listed as a person of interest in the document, no financial gain or anything like that. That would be unethical. Do I need E&O insurance? Errors and omission insurance. It's not required, but it is recommended. This is another one of those, not required, but recommended. It's your safety net against potential claims. All right. You can get a good policy for $20, $30, $40. So do look into it to protect yourself and protect your business. All right. Can I notarize documents in other states? No, you can only notarize within Alabama borders. What documents can I notarize? Legal documents, affidavit, power of attorney, real estate documents, and more. Basically, anytime a document is requesting a notary, you can notarize it. What can you do when you are commissioned? Okay, first things first, most of us start with this first one, general notary work. You'll see some people abbreviate it as GNW. All right, this is where you notarize just general documents, notarize affidavits, deeds, powers of attorney, other legal documents. Okay, there's no extra training, no extra certificate, no extra anything you need to do for general notary work. You just get your commission and you start stamping. All right. Next, we have loan signing agent. Okay, this is when you facilitate real estate closings and assist escrow officers. All right, this one we'll talk about in a minute, that you do need to do some additional training and get a few extra credentials in order to successfully implement this service in your business. Then there's remote online notarization, also known as RON. Okay, this is where you conduct notarizations online using secure platforms. So the same process as an in-person notarization, except you're on a secure state-approved website. It won't be anything like Zoom or Google Meets. It will be an actual platform with encryption and KBA analysis, things like that included on the platform. Next, we've got apostille facilitator. All right, this is where you help clients get their documents authenticated for use abroad. Then we've got estate planning and trust. This is where you work with attorneys to notarize estate-related documents like wills and trusts. You will get clients that come to you on their own to have their estate planning documents notarized. And so it's very important to understand that process and those documents. Other services that you'll hear me and others talk about that many notaries dibble and dabble in, or at least have as a part of their business, are wedding officiant, I-9 authorized agent, exam proctor, courier, digital court reporter, fingerprinting, immigration form specialist, and field inspections. There's a few more. However, I just ran out of time and space here, but just know that the possibilities to be a notary business owner are endless. That's why many of us love this, because we can pick and choose which services we want to offer. We can niche down and get real specific and become experts in maybe one or two services and be like the go-to wedding officiant in X city, or the go-to digital court reporter, or the go-to field inspections fingerprinting person in our area. So it's good to find just maybe two, tops, maybe three services to get really, really good at and market for. And then later on, if you want to start adding those other ones in, you can. Success starts with training, foundation, and community. So we're at the end of the training of how to become a notary public in Alabama. And so now I just want to share with you, if you are interested in any supplemental classes, training, and or community, we are here for you. So the things that we offer in our notary training hub are, we have what's called the Signature Success Mentorship Community. That is where we meet weekly, monthly, annually, and I teach them all about marketing. It is supplemental to any training course that you've taken. It is to help build your business. We talk about marketing. We talk about the intricacies of the automation. We talk about website, your Google business page, how to approach realtors, how to approach attorneys, how to do email marketing. So all of the things outside of just the learning of how to do something, we do marketing there. Next, you can get into one-on-one training with myself or one of our coaches. We've got website development for those that want help building their notary websites, marketing training, done for you packages. If you don't want to build your website and you don't want to build your social media pages, then you can hire us to do it for you. We've got loan signing agent, estate planning and trust classes, apostille, RON, fingerprinting, notary 101, I-9 training, and of course, business credit, which is very important to grow your business for funding so that you can get maybe grants or win a government grant or any kind of government contracts. You're going to want to start to build your business credit and your business profile. That's a lot, but we offer a lot. It is a true hub. All right. It is a true hub. Let me come back here and show you the graphic for that. Okay. What is a hub? Notary Training Hub. It's a central place where notary professionals find everything they need to thrive in their business. The goal of the hub is to be your one-stop shop for resources that empower you through knowledge, community, and support. All right. So again, this is just a pictorial of all of the things that we offer: community, events, courses, marketing, and mentorship. Extra training for specialty work. Again, loan signing agent, this is where you're going to learn to confidently handle loan closings and build relationships with title companies. If you want to be apostle facilitator, the apostle training helps you master the process of authenticating documents for international use. Then we've got remote online notary training if you want to do all of this online. We've got information and classes to help you understand technology and compliance for secure online notarizations. We've got estate planning and trust training where we develop the expertise needed to notarize sensitive legal documents. And then again, all resources are at Notary Training Hub for your liking, for you to view. The team over at Notary Training Hub and Signature Success Mentorship Community. It consists of myself. Obviously, I am the founder, but I'm also a lead trainer and educator. We've got Jasmine. She's also a trainer. She focuses on marketing. We've got Brittany. She is our community manager. Jean focuses on fingerprinting classes. And we've got Sully. She is our wedding officiant and immigration forms trainer. And then we've got Scott, our technical support for all of the technical things that you need help with class, logging in, dashboard, and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and take a moment for questions. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put it down below. I am happy to answer them and help you get to your next step. Hopefully this helped you in any way to either move forward as a notary public or maybe give you something to think about with more info. You like go start research a little bit more information. All right, if you have any questions, this is a great time to go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Hello from Ohio. I see you, Harshila from, let's see, Dadeville, Alabama. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Douglas from Georgia. Emma Warren in Florida. Lakeisha in Florida. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. Hi, Andrea in Austin. All right, so like I said, our presentation today was focused merely on Alabama. We will be doing the next state by next week, and we'll continue on so that we can cover all of your states so that you feel supported and ready to move on in your notary business journey. Hi, Kelly in Tennessee. If there are no other questions, I will let you guys go and get out of here. It was a pleasure. If you need to reach me or the team, you can use any of our communication channels here listed, support@notarytraininghub.com, and any program that we offer is at notarytraininghub.com. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great day today, and we'll see you at the next training. Happy stamping.